Hey, we're back. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope I'm live first time this time. Last couple times I haven't been. Beautiful sunrise. I'm excited. Today we're hopefully by the end of this stream we'll really have a visual for just how the scale of our mega city over here. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of be sketching out the buildings as far as just the height and size. But let me see if I'm talking to myself here once again. I think I might be. Nope. Looks like I'm live. Think I'm live. Nice. Mic check. Okay. Now give me 1 second. Whoops. Dang it. I better let me hit pause. It's getting set up here. I actually took a quick snapshot to have as a thumbnail this time, which I rarely do. Trying to get that set up. Come on. Almost there, almost there. I think. I'm sorry. Why is that not working? What? There we go. Okay. Where'd you go? There we go. All right. How y'all doing? I just kind of want to start plotting out some buildings. I still haven't really committed to like my building style necessarily for any of the buildings. That's going to take a whole bunch of planning, but I'm just going to at least plot some boxes around and get some heights. And I think hopefully by the end of the stream we'll kind of have the at least the visual planned out. Let's drop these off. Oh yeah, by the way, between last stream and now I've done some work. This road is crazy. It's so I started this road. I started that stream essentially on day 4600. So it's taken me 30 days to get a lot of digging for one thing. I dug this area down quite a bit, but yeah, this road's huge. I'm getting excited. I know I'm taking off a lot. I mean, I could be working on this for years, but I imagine give it a few months and we'll have this at least looking kind of cool. And yeah, I think my plan was for like this little stretch, I'm just going to have two buildings about to that height, give or take. Little alley between going that way. I think I'm just going to start placing blocks and we'll see it all come together. I got a shulker box full of sketch blocks that'll be easy to tear down. I did mess around in creative mode for like 20 minutes before I started, just kind of getting a general idea for how I want to do things, and I definitely kind of want to give myself. I think I decided on 5 blocks from, because the sidewalk seems kind of small, and I was thinking I was going to need to expand it eventually anyway, but just having room between the sidewalk and the building, and I mean even 5, it's going to be pretty tight, but I think it's going to look cool. So we're figuring there. So we're gonna go to, that'd be 21 blocks. I want to have room for, yeah, that's probably about perfect actually. Even though that makes that even. What's this at? One. Of course, I guess I am just kind of drawing out the squares. Like all the buildings aren't going to be square boxes necessarily, I should say. Like I'm sure when I build the buildings, I will be like rounding off some corners and doing cool things like that. So I guess this doesn't have to necessarily be, we're just going to call that. Oops, I didn't see where I started. 23. So we'll go to, this stuff's going to kind of be in the way. I'll go to 40. 17. Don't mind me while I just kind of think out loud. How's that? Imagine that's going up a certain amount. I might want to go a little, because we're going to have this alleyway that I had kind of planned. So stopping here, yeah, that's a good spot. I'm liking that. And then this is going to be kind of a bigger alleyway. And then we'll have another alleyway going between these two. Go to about 5 blocks from the sidewalk. Whoops. And we'll go $18, 19, 20, 21. Because this is going to be a taller building than both of those buildings, more in line with this building. Do I just line it up perfectly? I think I do. Like I said, when I build, the shapes will change. Ooh, that's going to be very much a rectangle, but that's all right, I think. I guess this alleyway doesn't need to be this thick. Let's go 5. So that's going to be a tall, skinny building, but I think that's all right. think that's all right. Now for the main event. This building is going to be the only building on this block on both sides of the road. I'm going to kind of center it. Forgot my shulker box. Sorry. There we go. Gonna try to record as I go a certain amount. Making an episode at the same time, trying to. Oops. I'm a little concerned about this. I wish it was a little less rectangle. I guess it doesn't need to be quite this long, maybe. But I do want it to be tall, though. We'll figure that out. Okay, so this one I want to kind of center in here. Give myself more room on the off the sidewalk. I have a little alley over here. Am I committed to this building being? Yeah, this building's too big. That's what the problem is. Take some off of this one. Oops. No dirt. What's that put this at? 1, 2, 3, 4. 19. Ooh, am I gonna line it? Do I just line it up perfectly with this other alley? I don't think I do. It's already pretty close, though. I guess now that I have the land kind of planned out, spend another night torching things up after I won't be digging it all away. Ooh, I'll turn some music on. Nice slow, chill start, I guess, tonight, but hey, that's alright. I'll just play. Probably make more progress. Get my head down, I don't mind doing that. It's gonna be dangerous up here, huh? Ooh, that guy's after me. I'll give you an idea for just the scale of this area down here. I'm getting pretty pumped. I mean, I'm kind of nervous. I mean, that I'm biting off a lot, but I feel like that's what I want right now. I don't need to build it all in one night. I plan on this probably being what I work on for at least a month or two, I imagine. Get at least a few buildings up. Uh-oh. Yeah. A decent little perimeter set. Whoa, he's right on me. I think we feel pretty safe, right? Man, this is just so different than anything I've ever done, and I'm pretty excited about it, actually. I've never had anything like this laid out. And I'm not much of a grid builder, and it's looking a lot grittier than I think it's going to end up being. Once I, once I change the shapes of some of the I take that back. It's going to kind of be a grid, but the buildings aren't going to be boxes, I promise. Well, all of them. I'm still thinking I'm going to kind of try to take inspiration from individual Seattle skyscrapers. I do want to build a Space Needle somewhere. I think that'd be cool. I'm just gonna sleep. Oh, no, it's almost daylight. Gotta enjoy the sunrise. I think just for video purposes. Alright, so I'm gonna go further back, give myself plenty of room for like the front area. So here we're going 5. These are lined up, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Ooh, I missed. Wasn't as safe as I thought. At all. This is whole area over here. Oh my gosh, those guys are so scary. They can hit you from so far away and they're so fast. I don't believe I just missed that whole side. Alright, so here, where'd we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 12. I don't like that. I guess buildings aren't set in stone, so never mind. I should, though, just so I don't reference that. 229, no, 277. Did I do even on that one? Yeah, I thought I did 9. Where did I get thrown off? Those are lined up. Oh, maybe these ones aren't lined up. Okay, these ones aren't lined up. That's what it is. That means one of them is an odd number, an even number. Yeah, this one. Just, I didn't want to like start building this building and use this as a reference and then come to realize I had it in a even number. Okay, so I went 9. Oh, I guess this one's going to be different though because I'm going to probably have a yeah, this one's going to be a little different. Either way though. Just trying to figure out where to plot. Oh. I'll leave at least that for the alleyway. But I want it to be like, yeah, this is 5 back. I want it to be like 13. Let's see what it looks like if I do 13 on the other side. Makes for a pretty big building, I think. I mean, huge. It's like I want it to be huge. But let's go 15. One, two, three, 4, 25, 26, 27. That's good. Odd number. Five. Or should I just... I think it's got to be a little bigger than 25 or 27 actually. It's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Am I taking on a big project? Am I regretting my decisions already? But I think I kind of want to commit to it. Like, might as well, right? Definitely be the centerpiece of the city, I would say. Kind of getting a visual. And then we'll have slightly smaller ones along the outside edge all the way around. Just get bigger towards the center and then do the same thing eventually going the other way. This is going to be a lot of blocks. I think it'll be fun though. Once I get it kind of laid out, I'm gonna definitely take it one building at a time. Not do like I've done so many times where I kind of get the body up for a bunch of the buildings. I'm gonna definitely go one building at a time. But today we're gonna get scaffolding up just to kind of have a visual for heights and how everything rises above each other. Starting with this guy. I'll just go up to that height. give or take. I'll go 95, call it good. Whoa. Oh. This is going to be fun getting the scaffolding up. I think it's going to look cool. I'm liking the scale. And it's like building this building is going to be ridiculous in itself. But then building that main building is going to be crazy. I think that's looking cool though. I guess I'll do, yeah, I'll just do it for all four corners, might as well. Yeah, I think that's a good size, like big enough to put some detail in for sure. And I just love, like, this already feels like a skyscraper. But I'm just loving the idea of rounding the corner, and you got a taller one, and then all of a sudden the biggest one's going to come into view. And I think the biggest one's going to, I mean, the hope is that the biggest one will be kind of visible. I don't know, we'll see. That's mainly what I'm doing here is figuring out just, like, I want them kind of spaced enough apart to keep them visible. I would like the big one to kind of rise above things even when you're walking around the city. Ooh, gotta sleep tonight. Ooh, that didn't light up over here very well either. I'll do that real quick. Oh man. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough. I think we'll make this guy a little shorter. Not much, but just a little bit. Like maybe... I don't know if I might want to go even a little shorter. No, that's quite a bit taller there. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, that's pretty boxy. Hmm. Or maybe I went too far that way. A little bit. Oh, 1 second. Cough attack. Hmm. Is it too much of a box? I might need to go... I want it to be shorter. I can go a little taller still. Let's see from like this angle down here. I think I'm gonna shave 2 blocks. That way. And we're gonna go a little bit taller. Let's go. I think that should help. I guess I should peek first before I commit. Whoa. Yeah, that's better. A lot less of a box. I wish it was a little... Could it be a little shorter now again? Technically it could be. Because I do like the idea of like this building rising above it just a little bit. Yep, we're gonna go 2 blocks lower. I think it'll be 88. Yeah, just narrowing it down there made a pretty good difference. I'll actually go. Whoa! Hey, what's up, Shine? Appreciate that. Oh no. I guess I could just do this. Going to 89. That's going to be the sweet spot. Uh, it's the ice, man. It's the ice. Sliding off it. Alright, we're going to try it one more time. Boo. Oh, I do still have scaffolding on me. I forgot I still had some on me. It's probably the smart move, huh? What's up, Ash? Welcome. Nah, I stay single player. I appreciate the idea, but I am a strictly single player guy. Yeah, I like that. Then we'll have the other ones rising behind it, give or take that height, and then the biggest one rising behind those, give or take that height. Yeah, this, I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it though, this is going to be pretty tall and tippy. Oh yeah, I haven't expanded it this way yet, right? Yeah, I shaved off that one. What do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 8 again. I guess it doesn't really matter though for the alleyways, I guess. I'd rather it be 9 or 7. Yeah, that'll feel a lot less tippy. Still kind of tippy. No, should be good though. I think I need more snow though. I do. I just want all the blocks to be different just for differentiating when I'm looking at it. When it's just the scaffolding up there, it can get confusing when they're all the same block. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to see it. And you can just imagine the buildings on the outside too. This will probably extend this way, or this will extend this way a certain amount. In the long term. I think my first uh, group of buildings that I really want to try to build, though, will probably just be to about this point. I'm going down the outside here as well. And get these 5 main ones up. Even that's going to be months and months of work. Okay, so I went up to 95 for that one. So I'm thinking maybe like 115, 120-ish. Well, I forget what I went up for that. Ooh, I went up more for that. This could be a little shorter though, I guess. Yeah, this can definitely be shorter, I guess. Yeah, we'll go 115. No, we'll go 110. Oh, 115. No? Yeah, I thought I said 110, didn't I? I'm so confused. It's different. Could have sworn I said 110. Oh my gosh, even that's low. $112 it is, I guess. Whoa, dude. This is crazy, isn't it? Am I doing something crazy? Oh my gosh, I love it though. I've never built in this scale by anywhere near. I'm quite excited, if I'm being honest. That looks awesome. Whoa, dudes. Whoa, dudes. Can I get that guy from down here, you think? What? What? Am I... That was an annoying spot to get shot down, actually. Man, I'm getting kind of pumped. Realizing it's an amazing amount of work. Yeah, like the alleyways. Gonna be sweet. I think I like that. 125, 13 taller than that guy. And the idea being that a lot of the time the view's coming from kind of this general direction. So that's why I'm kind of having the shorter ones on this side, getting the taller ones on the back side, the slightly taller ones. Ooh. This is crazy. Never in my wildest Minecraft dreams did I ever think I would see myself planning out to do anything like this. And as crazy as it is, and as big as a project, and as long as it's going to take, I feel like it's doable. Just take it one building at a time, at least exterior wise. My plan is to have the main center building going to be split into levels, obviously, and I'd like to just have like all the different farm types on like a level for many different farm types, all in the one building, and then some of these buildings will be more like one building might be all pumpkin farm, maybe I'm thinking, or something. I don't know. I've never been one to do that kind of thing, but would be kind of cool. Definitely would like to have. I've been going through the pumpkins like crazy. Ooh, I didn't even realize. I've just kind of been spacing out, but the patterns change on the top of each stone. Since when has that been a thing? I like it a lot. I remember noticing that on terracotta not too long ago. I like that they're doing that. I had no idea. Gosh, these buildings feel so big. This building's just going to feel ridiculous, but that's what I want. That's what I want. People have built much more ridiculous. I guess I am aiming, I think, to be over 100 blocks tall. I guess that's pretty ridiculous, but so if it's 100, estimating if it's 100 blocks tall by, what did I go with there? 20, 27 by 31 or 33. We'll just say 33. Approximately 120. 120 times 100. So 12,000 blocks. 12,000 blocks to fill the body, whether it's and that's just one block thick, so anything with a block on, that's going to be crazy. How many shulker boxes is that? I'm giving up on the quick math. It's looking pretty sweet. Amy made it. What's up, Amy? Nice to see you. I'm plotting some crazy buildings. Biting off a lot. Getting pretty excited about my area here, actually. I don't have a name for the area yet, necessarily. It's my mega city is what I'm referring to it as the moment. At the moment. Yeah, this is going to be intense here, isn't it? Oh man, I just had a thought. And I got sidetracked and forget what it was. I know I need to go grab more netherrack. Is there something else I need to grab? Dang it. My mega city. Ooh yeah. That's looking pretty sweet. They almost look smaller than I was thinking they were going to look from over here, if I'm being honest with you. But that one towering behind will make a big difference. And I guess, yeah, once I build off to the sides, it'll be a big. But I'll be honest, I was expecting him to look a little bigger. I'm not building him any bigger, I'll tell you that. I mean, that's going to be, yeah, especially when that last one's hanging over the top. That's going to make for the backdrop I'm looking for. And then another big castle type thing or big building of some kind hanging out over there. I mean, that is good advice. They definitely look big enough up close. No, it'll look good once I get the other buildings in there. And once everything's solid too, I guess that's going to make a really big difference. Yeah, they're all still around. I've seen the majority of people. Haven't seen Cat in a little while. I was thinking that the other day. What's up, Cat, if you're out there? This has just been a particularly slow stream. You haven't been to the last few, I don't think. Last stream was pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. It's looking pretty sweet. So, like, here you'll see that rising above that. Yeah, no worries, Amy. I envision I'll be at least doing a few here. I'm kind of in stream mode a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. I would like to fill them with, I mean, I probably won't completely fill them, but I definitely would like to have each one be a farm of some kind. Each one be a farm of some kind, and the main one be like as many farms as possible squeezed in there. But I've said that before, but the the exterior's the main thing. I will definitely be doing a big. One of them will at least be a big giant pumpkin farm. One of them will be a giant melon farm. Maybe a giant sugar cane. Maybe one will be a mob farm. So there's definitely ways to fill it. Alright, I'm curious how high I went with that. I'm at 67 right here. Does this? Yeah, this rotates too? I didn't realize they were doing that. So, does dirt do that? Yeah. I didn't realize they were doing that. All the blocks rotate? I like that. This building is going to be ridiculous, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I want it to be crazy, though. I want it to be crazy. Over the top, exactly. That's what I want, though. I've got nothing but time. This is going to be done in stages, I imagine. But I think my goal is to get it laid out and at least get at least get the starter buildings built in this stretch of building over here in the city, I would say. Maybe even more than that. Might be a second before I actually get started on this guy. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for them all, for one thing. So this is 165. So yeah, that's about 100 blocks tall. Crazy. Hey, those are good ones, though. I definitely want to get a better honey farm going. That's kind of the idea with these two, is I've got all my areas of micro farms that just kind of produce as I'm working in the area, which I like, and I'm going to keep doing that. But it would be cool to have an area which is kind of the whole intention of this, pretty much my industrial area, I guess is what you would call it, where I can come and just hang out in a central location and just have everything massively producing. I guess I did kind of decide it's really a better idea to build the farms first almost, because then they're running all the time that you're over here building. I guess I should consider that maybe. I mean, like, it's huge, but I feel like it's a good scale. Definitely gives me that New York vibes. I'll probably even sneak a couple kind of tall ones on this side of the road. I'll probably try to find, I'll probably go more detailed on the smaller ones and try to find a less detailed but cool looking pattern for the big one. I imagine is probably the smart way to go. Just get your pattern and repeat it as you build up. I definitely plan on kind of sketching each building out, definitely doing a little work in creative mode, just getting a general plan so that I can build it as I go rather than just like fill the whole thing with one block and then go and punch out the windows and do all that. I'm going to figure out the pattern so that I can just build it and repeat the floors, like build it one floor at a time and build it as I go up. It's got to be the route to go, I think. It's got to be, I think. This is crazy. So, yeah, let me do that. So 12,000 blocks. It's 27. I'm just going to look at my phone. I'm not going to try to do this in my head. I'm usually pretty good at it, but I feel the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure. 64 times 27. Where's my calculator? $17.28. Whoops. Sorry. 12,000 divided by 17.28. So approximately 7 shulker boxes. It would take 7 shulker boxes of netherite or netherrack if I was to just fill all this. So that's how many blocks it's going to take. Which, I mean, that's a lot, but it's like, it's not a ridiculous amount. A lot of that'll be glass. It's easy to get a lot of glass. Relatively easy, I guess. I guess cooking all that glass is something. I know someone's talking about trading for it. I mean, for that being the biggest building, as ridiculous as it sounds, that's not really as bad as I thought, maybe. Whoa. Oh man. Hopefully this looks pretty cool. Horizon above. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'll probably sneak a couple. Yeah, I'll have these get, so the smaller ones will be on the outside, and I'll have these get taller as they go down the road too, maybe. A little bit. I love the idea of like you'll see this building peeking behind this building, you'll see all this, and this little side peeking behind this building. You'll be able to see every building. What about from like down here? I mean, yeah, from right here you can see every building. Even when it's all filled in, you'll see this peeking above the top, that peeking above the top. You'll almost see this whole building. That definitely peeking above the top. I'm liking it. Can't decide if I want to get sketching these down. I mean, I might as well, right? I like the idea of, I think if I got it all sketched out, the fact that I'm not going around, I'm not going to just like fill it all with one block like I tend to do. Eh, I just play a lot of Minecraft and visualize and think. This is taking on a big one for sure. I'm sure there will be times I absolutely regret this whole project, but that time isn't right now. Okay, yeah, I think I am just gonna sketch this out a little bit. But yeah, I was saying, I think just having the buildings uh, scaffolded out a little bit, kind of meet in the middle rather than having them all actually filled in and detailing as I go. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I did like the idea of the ones on the outside. Definitely, I mean, and they are going to be smaller. These are definitely the main six, that's for sure. Or five, four, five. Uh, but I do kind of want to get one. At least I want to sneak at least one kind of tall one. I'm thinking like right there probably, or at least right there would be the tallest. Kind of leaving it open to pretty much. These are going to be some kind of compromise between a street and an alleyway, I think, but I am going to at least lay it out where I have them kind of aligned so I can just turn it into a street if I want. So that would mean, right? 21. By 25. I think I did that right. I might be off by one. Let's see. 21 by 25. Yeah, it's got to be taller than the white one, which I think was 112, right? I guess this is going to be a main building too, huh? We're going to go 135. So if I'm just spacing and placing, I can only think out loud so much when it's something like this. The view from up here, not to mention, I forgot to take a look of that when I was over there. Yeah, I got my elytra to save me a certain amount if I'm skilled at all. From this high, at least. Ooh. Actually, I don't know. Obviously, I gotta imagine that there will be other buildings, but I kind of like the idea, maybe actually, now that I'm looking at it, of it keeping more of like a pyramid shape. Now that I'm looking at it. Meaning definitely just goes a smaller than all, like, goes smaller all the way around the outside. But the the reason I like the idea of a tall one, like I don't want it where you're going down these main roads to where you just got the, whoops, tall buildings on one side and teeny buildings on the other. I gotta have, right? That's my thinking. Dang, I don't believe how yellow that sandstone looks right there. Look how yellow that sandstone looks at sunset. So maybe I don't have to be that tall. Maybe I don't have to be that tall, but if I go more like kind of between these two buildings for this area. So that's at 112, I believe. Could I make it? Nice. Let's go even 100. Oh, boo. Ooh, I almost missed it. It's almost a little boxy. I like the height though, but now I'm thinking maybe bring it in this way a little bit. But the height's good. Either way, I'm going to leave that as is. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, yeah. I guess I am probably setting on my head too much as far as getting the heights perfect. Because once I get building, I can definitely adjust accordingly. But I am trying to get. I guess I am trying to get kind of the perfect. I do want the perfect heights actually, because I do want a certain shape of the city as a whole. So now for some of the smaller buildings, how am I going to go about these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like 13 maybe? 13 by 15? And these ones can kind of be connected together in some cases. I don't want the road. The road wouldn't have to come through. Let me see though if I did want the road to be able to come through. I haven't decided how, because I've got this awkward situation, teeny little bridge, how I'm going to connect to this main road, other than I do know that I'm going to just extend this straight, connect it from my bridge, extend this straight. Oh man, I wish it was moved over just a little bit now at this point, I guess. I could move it over. From above, though, I think I liked how it looked. I guess I didn't have the buildings in at that point. Whoa! Yeah, I was planning on just meeting up there, but man, I wish it lined up with the alley. But I can definitely just have it turn that way a little bit if I need to. I think I probably will. And then, pardon me while I think for a second here. How I'm gonna figure this little situation out. I think I'm gonna have buildings all the way around the corner, not worry about any of these roads going this way, except to get to the water. Well, at least this main road, I'm gonna have a building right there blocking the main road. buildings here, and then like bridge will probably kind of move. I'll probably get. If I got this going that way, so this will be like its own little neighborhood, kind of essentially right in here. What kind of space are we working with? Yeah, I kind of like the idea of pushing this road back a little bit, but still having this. It's going to be kind of hard to explain my thinking, I guess. Oops. Okay, so imagine I got buildings going along this road where the back of the buildings are probably about right here. Then I got this road coming out here, curving to the right a little bit. So, like, buildings running that way, buildings running this way. And then pretty much kind of a similar shape as we got here. Kind of have the road curl that'll be going along the back sides of the buildings here. And then buildings that way with kind of a curve to it. So we're essentially just pulling this way, give me room for buildings along the road there, and then, yeah. So that'll create for this little corner looking a little different from the city. Its own little neighborhood. I like it. Give me 90 seconds here. I'll be right back. We're back. We're back. I don't know if I want to get this fancy in my planning or not. But now I'm kind of thinking. Now I'm kind of thinking like a corner building that extends this way and wraps around the corner and extends this way. If you can kind of imagine what I'm saying. Wish I had this dirt dug back a little more. I was hoping to not really do any of that today. $15. 13. Yeah, so this is 9. And we're gonna move this over 1. Which I think I kind of like the idea of anyway. Oh, dang, never mind though. I thought I was... That's alright though. I'm thinking I might end up turning all this into one building anyway, but we're just gonna plot out the square for now. Man, this is it's kind of getting me pumped. It's almost like within the next few days, we'll probably be placing our first blocks on my first real skyscraper ever. This planning process, I mean, this is taking a little time, but it's coming together kind of quicker than I thought, even though, like I said, to start the stream, it's been 36 Minecraft days since I started laying this road out like this to, like, get to this point, just the planning phase of all this. It's kind of funny. Yeah, we're gonna have more there. Again, I'm just using these blocks because they're easy to tear down, and I have quite a bit of each of them. That is 9, right? Oops. Ten. Dang it, so I wouldn't have needed to move over 1. Okay, and I'm imagining this be the shortest. That's almost as tall as that guy. I just feel like this is gonna look be too much of a box, but it's definitely gonna be a box. These ones won't be. $80. Yeah, that's about the size and shape I want, I think. They still actually feel they still give the city feel, especially if I do have like a couple pretty tall ones snuck in there. Ooh, so maybe this one maybe this one I go real low. That's the move. Like that. 2 stories. Yeah, I like that. This corner is going to be a situation, but ooh, that being said, I gotta think about the sight lines to my city here as well. Hmm. I'll make a project off stream digging a bunch of this dirt back. Yeah, I guess if I keep. So if I just don't put a building here, because the road will be coming like this, probably cross here, bend a little bit this way. So I want to kind of keep it open. Do some kind of park or something here where you're able to see this behind it. Ooh, I guess looks like I was planning on buildings, but I guess there will be. I mean, actually, if those were the sides of buildings, and kind of frame it. And then, like, if I dug this down to where you're able to see the majority of that, and then had another side of the building right here. Oops. So, like, you come around this corner. I'm just gonna start tearing this up. It's all gonna go anyway. It's all gonna get reorganized. Probably gonna completely rebuild that bridge, actually. Dude, this was all artificial anyway? Whoa. That's funny. But I think I do like the idea of trying to have the sight line of my spawn area through this little corner here. I kind of hate to tear all this down, actually, but it's going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be good from the view out there as well. Give you kind of a top-down look into the city. Ooh. Definitely tearing it up for now, though. Oh yeah, if I can have this view, I like that view from this low level here. Oh man. I'm almost like I'm just having the scaffolding in. you can see it kind of it'll all be blocked by buildings, but then you come around this corner and then get all this. Yeah, I'll make it make sense somehow. Gonna have to refigure this bridge out for sure. I mean, I could just bring the water in, right? I have these kind of cool rock walls. Bring the water right up to the city just in this little corner here. Guess we got this too. If I brought the water up to at least like right here, just have this all be water and then just have this little corner or waterfront. Hmm. Alright, so this goes like this. Kind of shave off like this. Round it around like that. I think I got to figure out how I'm gonna. I guess I could just make a. Could put the bridge over here. See, I guess I kind of wanted to build. I think I'm wanting to elevate all this up to about here. Imagine this comes back. Just jumping into things and tearing things up, I guess. Kind of hate tearing up my path, but I'll try to get it refigured out here fairly quick. How do I want to work this out? I'm trying to get down to... that's quite a bit. I want to stop right here. I guess, yeah, this is all getting dug down to this level up here, now that I'm thinking about it. I hope I don't regret what I'm doing right now, but I don't think I will. I've I've never really been one to just flatten out terrain. So, but this is a different kind of project, and it's definitely the way to go. Ooh, man, that's an awesome angle right here, isn't it? That's going perfect. That's doing exactly what I want. That I really like the height of that building and this building, so you get this. Ooh, my gosh. Oh man, got a couple buildings going on this side. Gonna need to build one of the buildings out of dirt. Being the main, obviously like textured, but definitely want to somehow use a bunch of dirt because I've earned a lot of that. But dirt goes really well actually with mud brick and stuff, so it's definitely usable, believe it or not. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if I just take it kind of a one building at a time approach, like how long can it really take to set out to get all the materials for one building, right? Do a little planning first. I've already got, I think, like almost 3 double chests of sand. Gonna need a lot more than that, but I could get a building going. Man, this is looking awesome. Oh my gosh. I'll just at least build back to where we'll be putting the fronts of the buildings. Guess I wouldn't have to be going 5 back for the smaller ones, but probably won't regret it. More room, the better. Ooh, I almost broke my shovel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't believe I almost broke my shovel. I've been totally having an eye on it. Gotta make sure I don't use that. Whoa, dudes. I'm like so pumped for this project right now. I've never built on such a truly epic scale. The closest thing, the only thing that, I mean, it's not even in the same ballpark really, but the closest thing would be the mountain as far as biggest project. And it was definitely big, and it is big in its own right. But this is definitely bigger. Oh yeah, it's not lost on me that I'm getting a little bit of sand, but it's going to take a lot. Glass is probably going to be the most used block. I would almost, like, I'm almost imagining, I just watched an episode, ooh, who was it? Sinnoh? I think it was Sinnoh. If it wasn't, I've been enjoying watching Sinnoh. I hope it was, so I'm not taking credit from someone else, but they just built a really cool greenhouse, and just the way he did it was really cool. With uh, just built it all out of glass, and then just used uh, copper blocks, like or copper bars and copper rods and stuff, and it just looked really cool. I definitely want to take one of these and take a little inspiration from that. I can definitely imagine, like, just imagine this was a block or a box of glass, and then just build over it like with some fences or walls. I mean, I'm excited to start testing some things out. It's almost getting to that time. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. Is it gonna let me? I was trying to imagine this road a little bit. I think I want it to wind a little more. Probably don't need to necessarily fill. I'm going to though. Whatever. Probably a wasted step filling this in with dirt, or it's definitely a wasted step, but whatever. Yeah, I kind of like the idea. Like this is all gridded, and it's gridded for this whole area. But then you kind of come in here and you end up in this curvy road and just get some nice tight knit houses going along it. I guess it's not that curvy. It's not that curvy, but definitely just a different style of neighborhood on the other side right here. I'm thinking. I think it'll look cool. Really having a visual for what's going on here. Man, I'm liking it. Especially like if these are all kind of smaller houses where you can still see the buildings sneaking up on top. This is gonna be crazy. Actually, like yeah, almost like teeny houses. The smaller, the better. On this little area, make these buildings look even bigger. Oh, I thought I had more sandstone. I need to build a better elevator out of my storage room. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can tell already how small these look on the side, which is exactly what I'm going for. Guess I gotta make sure it's at least 2 solid stories. Uh, I can make it work. think I am going to go kind of short for this one and then maybe one more kind of tall one next to it. Oh, I guess I'm not having one right next to it, but I don't want it. I could. Do I want a little taller with that one, and then... $13. And what do I got here? Oops. 13 and 11, perfect. $84. This will be shorter. Yeah, I'm liking that. Buildings are still big enough to have that city feel off to your right, but they're definitely smaller to where they make these buildings look huge. I like having these ones where they're connected. Oh man. Ooh. This might be too tall. Nah. This is looking pretty intense, isn't it? What about from like down here? What about from my party roof? Oh yeah, awesome view of the city from the party roof. And yeah, that building be rising above that guy. I like it. It'll be interesting to see, like as I go here. Uh, did Adam build a city? Yeah, if you put all these, like if you were to take the alleyways out and just kind of have it all be one building, that's kind of like you say, your friend built a castle. Uh, it's kind of the style I'm almost thinking of going for my. Because I was gonna go just a classic medieval castle, which I guess this technically still will be of some kind, but like back here, and I'm thinking it's just gonna be. I like the idea of just putting a bunch of blocks together and having them a very similar style to this. Imagining this without the alleyways. Okay, so imagining it's gonna be the road coming through there. I tend to play single player, but I guess I don't see the harm in that. I appreciate that though. Did I use all the snow? Nope. good height. Then another one on this side of the road entrance. So these buildings kind of frame. Let me put this down here too, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess the building's gonna be blocking it back there. I was gonna say just having this straight view, but it's gonna be a building back there. So it's actually gonna be really cool having that long view through there. I like the idea. Come through the alley here, come up here, get this little view. I guess I'll probably be putting buildings along here too. I think I've done a lot today, actually. Ooh. Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing. Smaller buildings along the side. I can maybe even make a few of them a little taller than that. Like maybe a tall one there. We're gonna have the water. We'll probably shrink this island a little bit. Have the water kind of come up there. Am I just gonna forego? No, I gotta have a bridge to the island. Gotta have a bridge to the island. Okay, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be water, like kind of the right to there, but then a steep cliff. So this will all be cliff pretty much, and then we'll have a path going along the cliff, and then a bridge across the water, like right at an angle almost right there. But then I can still have the water go into this little inlet so that we have this cool view out of the corner here. I guess we'll have the bridge in front, but if the bridge started, I mean, the bridge in front could be kind of cool. I'm just going to take this down for now so it doesn't make me feel like I need to work around it. Hate to see it go. Ah. The bridge is completely out of scale with this town anyway. Now that I think of that, that's gonna maybe be a bit of a problem either way. I mean, it does, I don't know. We'll see. I do need to have something getting me from side to side here. Actually, no, I can visualize. I can visualize it. It can be a bigger bridge, 5, maybe 7 wide. Actually, it might be kind of cool. An angled bridge going from like there to here approximately. About that high. Maybe extend this island out this way a little bit there. Let me see if I was to put a wall along right there. It would block that view, but that's all right. I can just focus on having a good view of this right here. But I guess the bridge is going to block that view too. Unless I just don't go very high with it and I just go flat. Actually, I can see how I'm going to do it. The road will go along a cliff. Boom, 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 boom. Come up here and pretty much meet with this right here at a T. Go that way to that old town. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I've never built anything like this at all. And I keep just getting shocked every time I turn around, like, oh my god, am I actually doing this? See, now as we get these buildings put in, at least from this angle, it does kind of make you want to bring like that one up a little bit, doesn't it? But I got to think of all. Ooh, I got to think of all the different angles. I guess it once I get stuff on this side, we're looking pretty good. Not, I mean, it is kind of hectic now with all the scaffolding, though. I guess I will say. But I can visualize it. I'm not even going to sketch those ones out. We can visualize that. I think I might start. I'm about done for this stream, by the way. Heads up. But I think I might start just focusing on getting ready to build a skyscraper. I might hang out in a creative copy a little bit tonight. Start figuring that out. Build one of these two probably. I'm pumped. And yeah, so you can imagine road coming through up here, meeting with the bridge, and then going along a cliffside right there, and then a bridge across right there. Kind of awkward at the side of the town here, but I appreciate it, Amy. It's gonna be a slow process seeing them all come together for sure, but I feel like I made a lot of progress today. A lot of the thinking part I mean, I guess every individual building is going to be a lot of thinking, figuring that out. But I feel like once I figure it out, it's just going to be a repetitive block placing situation, which I'm kind of liking. Like, I actually really enjoyed putting this road in. This road is so many blocks. I think it was like two shulker boxes full of cobbled deep slate. And I just kind of enjoyed it. I'm excited to have a project like this going, and then when I want to do something smaller, I could either go off somewhere else or I can work on my channel in my other world, or my world on my other channel. Said that backwards. Yeah, I appreciate that, Amy. I appreciate you hanging for sure, keeping me company. Slower stream tonight, but that's all right. Like I said early on, I probably made more progress. The fact that it was a little slower, I feel like I made a lot of progress in less than 3 hours. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, that was funny. So yeah, I appreciate you hanging. Shout out Amy, especially. And Mangoes, thank you. Thank you for the sub. I think I might spend a little while figuring out my first skyscraper ever. I'm excited. I've maybe, let me think. No, I don't know if I've even really built a building this big, to be honest with you. As far as like a skyscraper wise, just a rectangle. We'll see. Thanks for hanging. Until next time, everybody have a good night.